Hi guys, welcome back to another daily Skyrim video where we go over some of the latest mods for the game each day on PS4 and Xbox One. Yesterday I started doing similar style videos for Fallout 4 and it's a good thing I did, as today I barely managed to get 6 mods, let alone 12 to look at, so the amount of Skyrim mods out lately is pretty non-existent. I still add whatever there is though each day. Later today my second video of course will be Fallout 4. Anyway guys, I don't think we have to waste any time, we could just jump into our first mod. Our first mod is a simple one that retextures the fire in-game and gives it better meshes. All of this is to make fire in Skyrim seem more realistic than it does in the vanilla game. That's really all the mod does. We don't really need to look at much more of it. You can see there that the fire is different, and if you want your fire to look like that in-game, then you can download this mod. Next up, we have a weapon rebalance mod that I actually really like. The mod author didn't really like how easy it was to get powerful weapons early in game, so has rebalanced a lot of the stuff to make progression in terms of weapon damage for your character much more prolonged. So basically it will take you longer to get better weapons in game when you play. So here is a list of all the new changes. Falmer and Forsworn arrow damage is now equal to iron. Iron gear from loot limited to novice enchantments. Steel gear from loot is now limited to novice and apprentice enchantments. Made Daedric and Dragonplate and Dragon Scale armor much easier to find. Added Dragonbone weapons to the level list. Steel crossbow is now equal to Dwarven crossbow. The Dwarven crossbow is now equal to Elven and Glass. The Blade of Woe is now equal to Elven in terms of damage. Bolar's Oathblade is now equal to Orcish. Bow of the Hunt is now equal to Hunting Bow. Brainblood Battle Axe and Sword are now equal to Orcish. Drainblood Bow is now equal to Orcish as well in terms of damage. Edge and Oaken are now equal to Orcish. Ghostblade is now equal to Orcish. Windshear is also equal to that. Forsworn and Falmer weapons are now equal to Steel. Falmer supply weapons now equal to Dwarven. Falmer supplies weapons are now equal to Dwarven. Falmer shields are now equal to Steel. Skyforged Steel is now equal to Orcish. Draugrs no longer spawn ebony stuff. Scimitars are now equal to Steel. Blade Sword is now equal to Orcish. And finally bound weapons are now equal to Steel. So it's a pretty big overhaul to loads and loads of stuff in the game, and I think it's really cool. Next up we have a simple mod that gives you a new stance when holding a weapon. Instead of the weapon before in first person pointing up the way, you can now see the weapon pointing forward whenever you're in first person. So you can actually see quite a lot of the weapon now. You can even see the point of the weapon on a lot of the swords. Some of the bigger swords you still can't see all of. It's definitely a lot better than it was. So a cool mod, as I never liked the fact that you couldn't see much of the weapons before. So swords now point up and daggers are now equipped in reverse so you can see them better. All that to make weapons in game a bit more realistic. Okay, so this mod isn't really that new, but I haven't covered it before, and it recently updated to add more stuff, so we could take a look at it. Dova the Brave, Starbright the Swift, and Dreadval Purge, these 3 horses are of legend. 3 worthy steeds for the mighty Dovahkiin. The mod adds 3 books that will teach the player a lesser power that summons a different rideable horse. These horses are marked as essential, and because they are summoned creatures, will actually follow the player around when they dismount. But they won't go into buildings and stuff like that because they're horses obviously. As they are summoned by a spell, the horses will count against the character's allowance of summoned creatures, so you can get 1 horse, or if you have the Twin Souls perk, you can get 2 at a time. This mod also adds a simple dismiss spell so you can send your horse away because it won't disappear on its own if you don't use the spell. If you're looking to find any of the horses, well, you can get them in these 3 places. Dova's book and the dismiss spell can be purchased from Lucan Valerius in Riverwood. The Starbright book can be purchased from Bellathor in Whiterun, and Valpurge can be purchased from the Dremora Merchant. Our next mod is Soulja, a new follower. Soulja is a female Breton miner who you will find in Shar Stone. She's just a regular NPC, but she's now been turned into a follower. When you talk to her in the game, she has a quest which will still work fine if you have the mod installed. You can still bring her along anyway, even if you haven't completed the quest. In terms of perks and abilities, she knows Dual Flurry, Lightfoot, Agile Defender 20, and Restoration, so she won't disturb you when you're sneaking. For spells, she knows Healing and Fast Healing. And for stats, she will level up to 75, is essential, and you can marry her as well. Our final mod is Castle Gomduin, a really awesome player home. The mod adds a castle to the mountains southwest near Riverwood that can be used as a player home. And I really like this mod because you can actually see Riverwood from the edge of the castle. The castle is abandoned due to a curse that lays on it. After completing a quest and lifting this curse, you can rebuild it part by part and make it a comfortable home. So what do you actually get with this? Well, you get loads of stuff. The player home itself can be entered through the throne hall or through a side door. The home offers a lot of storage and amongst other things, masks for all the vanilla Dragon Priest masks, 16 mannequins, 12 display cases, and 25 weapon racks in 7 different rooms. Furthermore, you can find a fully equipped alchemy and enchanting room, as well as a treasury, a library with 3 bookshelves, and you also get loads of regular stuff as well that you find in a house, places to eat, sleep, and place for your kids and followers. However, there are loads of other features that this house has, so we're going to go over those instead of just talking about all the features that the house itself actually has. The mod contains more than 40 NPCs, some of them can be taken with you as followers or train you, others are merchants or just guards doing their patrol, and you need all of these people to fill up the inn, apothecary, guards tower, and even a prison that you now have part of your castle home. You can customize the armor and weapons of every guard, just talk to them and give them equipment you want them to wear, and keep in mind you can only give them one piece at a time, they will give you back anything that is spare. The mod also comes with an optional quest, during which you have to lift the curse and rebuild the castle. If you don't want to do the quest, you get the option when you get a note from the courier to skip the quest entirely, and you can just go straight to living in the castle. So it's up to you whether you want to do the quest or not. Whenever you are bored and want some action near the castle, just talk to one of the guards or blow the horn on top of the tavern tower to trigger an attack. The type of attack is random, so there might be a dragon attacking one time, or bandits, or Imperials and Stormcloaks the other time. The direction of the attack is also random, so a really cool feature that's been added to this player home. Overall, a really awesome place to live. It's not even just a castle player home, it's like a new town for you to live in, and it's located in a really awesome place. I love being able to see Riverwood from the town, and the player home itself is really awesome, and I think I will keep this one installed for now. Well guys, there we have it, 6 brand new console mods for you to download in Skyrim Special Edition on PS4 and Xbox One if you like the look of them in the video. As always guys, like, comment, subscribe for daily Skyrim mods. I'll be back later today, of course, with 6 brand new Fallout 4 mods. Again, I know some of you guys don't really play Fallout 4, but there isn't enough for me to do 2 Skyrim videos at the minute. So I will be making a Fallout 4 mod video later today. So until then guys, stay awesome, and I will see you all next time.